Grandma.
Grandma, hi. Where's the stuff with your yarmulke? I brought my mom.
I have it in the car, in the seat in the temple, Linda.
I want to give her her tefillin.
Well, it's in the seat in the temple.
I don't know which temple this is.
I will get it for you, Linda.
You have enough of the baby. Get some of us. Get some of us. Hey, you got enough of that.
Hi there, too. Hi there, you guys.
Sick and tired of that baby getting all the attention.
So
I think we need some attention.
Yeah, like this baby right here.
Bluefield.
This baby over here.
Bluefield needs some attention.
You know, actually, we're planning Joseph's first hiatus to Bluefield. Yes, it'll be a religious congregation that will troop off to Bluefield to show him his hillbilly roots.
He may never come back.
You know, it can affect some people like that. It's
What
a
if the
beautiful
kid
part of
went
the
down
country.
there and became a beaver?
It's a beautiful part of the country. Worst things have been known to happen. Hell, my cousin Lisa was a beaver.
Hey, it's good enough for Lisa. Good enough.
Craig, you're beautiful.
Okay, we're out of here. That was fun.
Whose is this? This is Papa Harry. So who's the stand at?
You brought this when Joseph was born.
You're right.
You said it was
Okay, we're going to take a picture. But you have to know what happened today. Mom and Dad came out in the most beautiful rainbow outside my window, clear across the valley.
for you.
It was so beautiful.
They put that on the news this morning.
What?
They did. They put the rainbow on
The
the
rainbow
news.
wasn't there until 3 o'clock.
Oh, PM? Oh, they put the rainbow on.
Your photos are next.
Ruth Morris.
Who's the stand at? I love kissing those baby lips too.
Everybody comes in here. We could all visit.
You know why? Because I had him when he was 4 hours old.
It's like a take one week for Jeff.
You're still going to be trying to shove
Potatoes in your mouth.
forever.
What other
There's still a
foods
kid's
has he been
table.
having?
There's still.
He has
There is.
yams and broccoli and chicken and steak and salmon.
And you just grind it all up?
And oatmeal and kasha.
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 He likes kasha?
Likes kasha.
But I thought he wasn't supposed to have grains yet. Is he of age?
It's not a grain, I found out. It says it's a fruit, but then I've been giving him
The children, and Joseph, and Linda, and Stephanie.
Are you ever in any of these?
The videos? Or the, yeah.
Are you ever in any of the pictures?
Which ones?
These.
These? Oh yeah, I'm going in now.
Is this everybody in the family? Everybody out for pass?
Stephanie has to come here.
And your sister?
Well, we were going to have
No, I'm straight.
Gravy.
Want them all?
Craig.
Okay. Would you please come in the picture? All of you? All of the family. Not you, Chris. How are you? Good to see you. Come on, sister.
Oh, yes. He said, oh.
Stanley, don't go away.
No, look at you. Look at look.
Oh, no, that's not don't talk, but we see.
And then we'll go on. You'll be in a chair.
He came in crying and everything.
I don't. I usually carry one.
Who else?
No, I don't. In my car, but it's very.
Yeah, I keep everything.
How bad is it?
Screwdriver.
Do you want to go out?
He likes it.
I think it is.
See yellow. Hi, Daddy. More colors. Yellow. And purple.
You look terrific.
Slowly fading across the faces of friends and family. And get-togethers, easy conversation, gentle reminders of old friends and family past, getting together to reunite and inspire the heart of joy, love, and ubiquitous harmony. Hey! And there's the band. And there's Paula's hair. Looks very good on video.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbos. Welcome everyone to our Shabbat afternoon service. Some of you may not be familiar with the Sabbath afternoon service, but actually there is one. It's called Mincha, the afternoon service, and during this service we read from the Torah. And accordingly, since we do read from the Torah, anyone who attains the completion of the course of study for their BaBaBat Mitzvah can become BaBaBat Mitzvah on a Sabbath morning or on a Sabbath afternoon. And in this case, we're all delighted to be here with and for Barbara as she will be called to the Torah as a Bat Mitzvah and celebrate something she's labored very long and hard to achieve and has invested a lot of her heart and soul in accomplishing. And it's a source of great joy for all of us to be blessed with the health and well-being and love and friendship to come together and offer our support and be a part of this Sabbath afternoon service. So I'd like to welcome you on behalf of our congregation, Temple Shalom for the Arts. I'm Rabbi David Barron, and our cantor, Perrine Anker, is going to be conducting the service with me. And as you undoubtedly can surmise, having known Barbara for a long time, she's going to be leading the service with us in more ways than one. So we're looking forward to a beautiful experience of worship and celebration. And now I'd like to call on our cantor, who's going to lead us in a very special song of brotherhood, sisterhood, and unity.
It doesn't matter what accent you use, it doesn't matter what country you come from, this is an ancient Hebrew word. So if you feel like singing, just sing as loud as you can on La, and I'm telling you, it's the right word.
I thought Hoy was the only ancient. Page 99, let's read together on page 99 in English out of our prayer books. Please join with me, let's read in unison. Surrounded by the members of the community in which I live, I come before you, eternal God. I share my happiness with them, and it becomes greater. I share my troubles with them, and it seems small. May I never be too selfish to give, nor too proud to receive. For in giving and receiving I discover you, as I begin to discover the meaning of my life. Let me not separate myself from the true strength of my community, the experience and wisdom of old people, the hopes of the young, and the examples of care and courage which sustain me. Give me an open heart and an open mind to welcome those who meet me and to receive your presence in my daily life. I think of what could be and the harmony that could unite us. I think of our loneliness and the friendship that could fill our lives. I think of the good we could do if we were one in spirit. I know that this is your will and pray for your help. May I and those around me find our joy together, and thank you for the power you give to us to help each other. Amen. Page 49, our service continues with the chanting of the Chatzi time.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמוד יברח חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמו מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, יתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה, ויתעלה שמי דקדושה, בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה, ויאמרו אמן.
When one attains the stage of bat mitzvah, they are privileged to wear their own talit, their own prayer shawl. And before we conduct this ceremony, I'm going to conduct one that precedes it, and that's a ceremony of granting a Hebrew name for Barbara. And the name that she has selected is Batya, which means daughter of the Lord. And we at this time declare, Mishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu, may God who blessed our ancestors, as we grant this name, Batya, to Barbara. Batya, Bat Moshe, the daughter of Moshe, and your mother, Rachel. May it become a name honored in the household of our people, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Recite for me the blessing. Baruch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahitatel b'tzitzit.
Amen. Now all of us have been privileged to be here for this moment, so please repeat after me this special blessing, thanking God for our arrival to this moment. Baruch.
Baruch
atah
Adonai
Eloheinu
Eloheinu
melech
melech
haolam
haolam
shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praised are you, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has kept us alive, and sustained us in health, and enabled us to reach this joyous occasion. Amen.
Amen.
Please rise, everyone, as we join in the chanting of the Baruch.
On page 109.
La 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 la. La
bottom of page 109. And will everyone please read responsibly the italicized paragraphs. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. Your mercy makes light to shine over the earth and all its inhabitants, and your goodness renews day by day the work of creation.
How manifold are your works, O God. In wisdom you have made them all. The heavens declare your glory. The earth reveals your creative power. You form light and darkness, bring harmony into nature, and peace to the human heart. We praise you, O God, creator of light.
We continue towards the bottom. Deep is your love for us and abiding your compassion. From of old we have put our trust in you, and you have taught us the laws of life. Be gracious now to us that we may understand and fulfill the teachings of your word.
Enlighten our eyes in your Torah, that we may cling to your mitzvot. Unite our hearts to love and revere your name. We trust in you and rejoice in your saving power, for you are the source of our help. You have called us and drawn us near to you in faithfulness. Joyfully we lift up our voices and proclaim your unity. O God, in love you have called us to your service.
I'd like to, at this time, call on Richard and Joan Lorber and Lorraine and Dick Bizal to come up and to open the ark for us as our service continues on page 111. Will those whom I've called please come up to open the ark? And will everyone please rise as the ark will be opened? We join in the chanting of the Shema, the watchword of our faith.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Hashem, Kevod Malchuso, Le'olam Va'ed.
We read in unison in English. Hear, O Israel, the eternal one is our God, the eternal God alone. Blessed is God's glorious majesty, forever and ever. Please be seated, everyone. And our Bat Mitzvah is now going to lead us in unison in Hebrew and in English in the Ve'ahavta, which can be found on pages 111 in Hebrew and then in English on page 112. So will everyone please join with her?
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
On page 112, let's join with Barbara in unison in English, the first paragraph and second paragraph on the top of the page.
You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all unfruitful. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God.
We continue responsibly towards the bottom of the page and on through the top of the next page. Eternal truth it is that you alone are God and there is none else.
May all the world rejoice in your love and exalt in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares.
Let them beat their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation. Let them study war no more.
You shall not hate another in your heart. You shall love your neighbor as yourself.
Let the stranger in your midst be to you as the native, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
From the house of bondage you went forth to freedom. So let all be free to sing with joy.
I'd like to call up Jennifer and Jessica now to open the ark for us. And our service continues on pages 114 through 116. And will everyone please rise as the ark will be opened, and Barbara will lead us in the chanting of the Avot and Imahot and Gurot portion of the service, pages 114 through 116.
Hagibur,
116. Standing for a moment of Amidah, of silent devotion for any of the prayers which follow, or any prayers or meditations in our hearts and minds this Shabbat afternoon.
Continue now with a prayer that tells us the Shabbat is a day of holiness, a day of rest, a day of peace and quiet.
Shabbat.
Page 123, let's read responsively in English on the top of the page, page 123. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth.
Country, that it may always be a stronghold of peace, and its advocate among the nations.
May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes.
Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. We praise you, O God, the source of peace. Let's take a few moments for our own silent prayers.
Page 141. Assembled in a mountain, our people still bent from oppression found you, found your Torah, found your truth, and embraced the destiny that has shaped worlds. Please join with me. Help us still to shape the world according to your will. Help us to teach and to learn, to hear your word anew, and to find in it our path to goodness and truth. Page 142, we continue with the Avarah.
Melech
passed from generation to generation. We want to call it this time on Stephen and Linda. Stan and Bart. Stan, please come up. Joseph. We know how it stays on, right? We pass the Torah from generation to generation within this family, with all of the generations present, to our bat mitzvah today, to you, Barbara, and in accepting it, you pledge, as you have done in your lifetime, to pass on the teachings of Judaism so that the golden chain of Jewish tradition is never broken.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Gadol Shemo. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Gadol Shemo. Gadol Adonai iti, Oneroma Shemo Yachdav. Eilech Hamdalivi, Sosena Ve'Azakit Halev. Eilech
Today's Torah reading can be found in the red volumes of the Torah, the Bible, contained in the racks in front of you or behind you. And today's Torah reading can be found on page 756, 756. It begins the reading of the third of the 5 books of Moses, the book of Leviticus by Yikra, and as it is known in Jewish tradition, the source of the priestly laws that related to the sacrifices that were brought in ancient times. And even though the book of Leviticus is very highly technical as it relates to the many offerings and sacrifices that were brought, the different types and forms of offerings that were brought, it also contains some remarkable passages that all of us, of course, in the course of our religious school training have committed to memory. Contained also in this highly technical book is the quote, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love thy neighbor as thyself, and that inscription found in our country, in the Liberty Bell, proclaim liberty throughout the land to all of the inhabitants thereof. Both of those passages contained in the third of the 5 books of Moses, the book of Vayikra of Leviticus. So even though it is highly technical as it relates to the offerings and sacrifices that were brought in ancient times, if you follow the notes that precede today's Torah reading on pages 753 and 754, you'll see that in many ancient societies, offerings were brought. The attempt was made, according to Rabbi Hertz in his commentary on Leviticus, to remove the association that was often there between pagan sacrifice and the Israelite form of sacrifice. So there were many fewer blood-related rituals, and what it represented really was just an offering from a shepherd or from an Israelite of the first of his flock, or the first fruits of the field. The best you had to offer brought forward as an offering to God. And that, of course, remained through antiquity until the time of the codification of the Babylonian Talmud after the destruction of the ancient temple, when the sacrificial order ended due to the historical circumstances of the Jewish people finding its temple destroyed, finding itself exiled. And in place of sacrifices, the rabbis ingeniously brought in offerings of the heart, prayers, meditations, words that were spoken. And in that way, Judaism was able to develop into what one historian called a portable religion, that the Jewish people could take with them in whatever land they happened to live in. And so a religion that really should have died with the destruction of its central place of worship, the Holy Temple, and with the annihilation of its national capital, Jerusalem, became a religion that was international, became a religion that could be carried with one, as I said, and became portable in a sense, could be taken with the worshiper, and no longer required those offerings and sacrifices that we read about this morning. But they have a number of interesting commentaries, some of which I'll share with you later. Let's follow today's Torah reading from Leviticus, page 756. And we'll call up to the Torah for the first Aliyah, Celia Haberman, mother-in-law of our Bibles.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Va'ed.
Amen. Vayikra el Moshe v'yedaber Adonai elav ve'el moed lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'yomarta alehem Adam ki yakriv mikem korban l'Adonai min ha'behema min ha'bakar min ha'tzon takrivu et korbanchem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nateh lanu Torah agat v'chaye olam nateh beito k'nichenu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu haTorah.
Amen. We call up to the Torah for the next Aliyah, Linda and Craig Levine, and Joseph again for the next Aliyah. And we offer a prayer at this time, Yishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu. May God who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those of our congregation, family, or dear ones who may be ill. May the Holy One, blessed be He, speedily restore them to good health on this Shabbat afternoon, and let us all say, Amen.
Baruch Adonai HaMorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ato Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Imola karbano min abakar. Zachar tamim yakrivenu el petacho el moed. Yakrivoto lirtzono lifnei Adonai. V'samach yado al rosh Allah. V'nirtzalo lechaper Allah.
Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet chaye olam nata v'tefukenu Baruch Ato Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
We call out for the next Aliyah, Stephen and Stephanie Goldman.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'shachat et ben abakar lifnei Adonai v'hikriu b'nei Aaron hakohanim et hadam v'zarku et hadam ala mizbeach saviv asher petach ohel moed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
We call up for the next Aliyah, Stan Haberman.